أعوذ بالله من شر الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الصلاة والسلام على خاتم الأنبياء والمرسلين أبي القاسم محمد وعلى آل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المظلومين الآسية ما بقية الله في أرضه صاحب الزمان عجل الله فرجه الشريف واللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين إلى أبد الآبدين. In the name of God, the most gracious, most merciful. Today's subject is willpower. What is willpower? Can it be increased? Can it be taken away? So we're going to talk about willpower today. Webster Dictionary's definition of willpower is energetic determination, and that's exactly what it is. What is willpower to me? What does that mean? What does energetic determination mean? So willpower is not something you grip in your hands or you can see with your eyes. It's a feeling inside that moves you to do something or not to do something. It is the drive behind everything you do. Willpower will set you apart from the winners and the losers. It's what every person who's ever done something successful with their life or made a change understand that you have to have is willpower. So the will to do something comes from that energy inside you. If you don't have any willpower or know how to increase your willpower, you won't do much in life. So let's talk about how can we increase willpower. I'm going to focus on this a little bit. Can we increase the willpower? Yes, we can increase your willpower. Your willpower can be increased in many different ways. I'm going to touch on a few different subjects and ways to increase your willpower. The first way to increase your will and willpower to do things in life is the belief in God and yourself. God ultimately is the power behind everything. He is the one who increases your willpower. He is the one who allows you to have that motivation, that determination, those traits for you to move forward in life, to deal with different obstacles, to change what you want to change in life. So first comes with the belief in God. Second, if you believe in God, then you have to believe in yourself also. Belief in yourself will be one way to increase the willpower. If you believe that you can do something, no matter what it is, and you stay determined in that belief, you will start taking steps, even small steps, to gradually get there. And those small steps come from that willpower, and that belief in yourself will increase that. As long as you stay consistent in that belief in yourself that you can do something, your willpower will increase to do that certain thing. So believe in God and believe in yourself. That's number one way to increase your willpower. A lot of people who don't have no belief have no willpower. They don't have the will to get up in the morning and pray. They don't have the will to get up and go do things, go see what the world has to offer them. Some people who don't have willpower just are always stuck in the same situation because they have no belief in God and believe in themselves that they can do anything. They don't have that energy to spark to begin with, to increase it. So believe. That's the first way to increase your willpower. The second way to increase your willpower is stay healthy. So how does staying healthy increase my willpower? So imagine this. I spoke on this yesterday also about if you worked out an hour a day, every single day, you'll start to be capable of doing more things. You can have more energy to do things during the day, which that in itself will automatically increase your willpower. Exercise. Like I said, exercise, an hour a day, as much as you can. You can start with 5 minutes. You don't have to jump and try to kill yourself exercising. That will increase your willpower. That will give you the capabilities to go and do things every day that you couldn't do before. That will increase your willpower. Eating healthy. Cutting out, like I said yesterday, the junks. How does that increase my willpower? Well, let's talk about this. We've all heard of brain food or, healthy food versus junk and sugars. So when you eat healthy, your mind does kind of run a different way. You can function mentally different than you would if you're always putting things that'll slow you down, all these sugars, all these things that will steal your energy. They give you a spark of energy for a short-term period, and they shoot you down. You don't want that. So focusing on eating better, eating food that will give you that long-term energy to do things, to mentally and physically be able to take on problems, obstacles, work, whatever it is for a longer period of time without exhaustion. That will increase your will to do things, because if you're always tired doing something, you most likely don't want to do it at all. So eat healthy, so when you're doing something, you don't feel that exhaustion, that tiredness, that quick stress, that anger you get behind it, because you're eating healthy, you're focusing on your health. Drink more water. I cannot stress that enough. Drink more water. That way you're always hydrated, so when you go to take on a task, you're not tired of it. You don't get tired quick. You're focused. Your brain has all the nutrition that you need. So that in itself will increase your will to do things, because you don't get tired of doing it so quickly. The third thing I want to touch on, which is a big part I touched on yesterday, knowledge. Knowledge will increase your will and your willpower to do things in life drastically. So the first part of knowledge, I'm not going to go too deep in it. First, I want you to start reading. Read as much as possible. What will reading help you to do? It will help you resolve things in your life. Say if you have issues, it will help you know how to come to this issue with more of a better look of how can I fix this, instead of going in with no weapon behind you to help you get through a certain situation. Also, reading will also expand your brain. It will help you see what the other opportunities are out there in life, and this will increase your will to want to do things. So sometimes if you're stuck in a small environment, in some small community, you're like, okay, this is all my life is. These people, this neighborhood, this job. But if you start reading, you start looking out there in the world, reading will show you that there is so much more, and it will give you that feeling inside like, I want more, I want that, whether it be a house on the beach or traveling around the world. Some people live their whole life and haven't left their city, maybe not even their street. They live, they work, and they die all in that small little community. Life is not like that. Go out, read, see what else is out there and how you can go and grab it. The second part of knowledge is writing. So why is writing important to my willpower? Well, I'll put it to you this way. We all have a lot of thoughts in our minds. Some that if we took action on, we will automatically get very far in life. So if you start writing it down, whether it be poems, whether it be just an idea, that brainstorming, and you can see it on paper, you can actually start presenting it. You can start doing something about it. You start realizing that some of these ideas you have are not very far-fetched. You can go and do these things. You can become that doctor, that teacher, that go back to school, be that whatever you want to be, the professor, whatever it is your mind's set to. If you start writing these things down and set limits to yourself, like I want to lose 5 pounds in 30 days. Say it's a simple thing like that. When you start to see it in front of you every single day and you write it and you start taking baby steps to doing it, eventually you'll accomplish that accomplishment without even knowing you did, and it becomes such an easy habit. So start writing. That will increase your willpower within itself. So knowledge, read and write as much as you can. And I don't mean go on Facebook and tell the whole world why your girl broke your heart, your guy broke your heart, and how men are such horrible people, guys, and all men are the same, or all women are this, or no, not that type of writing. Go tell that to your friends and stuff. We don't want to hear about that. Start writing stuff that will make a change in your world, your life. Focus on you. Write your goals, write your plans, do something about it. And the last thing I want to touch on how to increase your willpower is facing your fears. Facing your fears is one of the biggest things that will help you do anything in this world. A lot of people, like I said, I'm afraid if I change from this position that I might lose everything I worked for, even though the position they can take has so much opportunity it's giving them. Or if I leave this toxic person, that I'll never be with somebody again. These are our fears. If I move out of this neighborhood, I'm gonna move somewhere else and I don't know how to make new friends, or to another state, another country. Or if face these fears. These fears are the only thing that I've always heard from every great person that I've ever listened to, every scholar I've listened to. The only thing about fear you have to fear is fear itself. Face it. It's like a little kid in the dark. At first, until you realize there's nothing to fear in that darkness, then everything from there becomes easy. Are you afraid to start school back again? Go enroll. Oh, I don't know how to. Go enroll. I don't know how to get out of this situation I'm in. Go see other people who's been in this situation or resources out there that will help you get out of the situation you're in. Face that fear. Whether it is you want to start working out, go start 5 minutes a day. Increase it to 7, then to 10. Face those fears. If it's talking to people, start talking one person at a time. Learn how to communicate with other people slowly, because if you don't face your fears, you'll always get stuck in the same situation you're in. It might be a situation that one person you could talk to that you was afraid to talk to about a certain thing that can change your whole life, or the next step in your life, or talking in front of a group, presenting something, or like I said, enrolling back into school. You're afraid and just do it. Just do it. Face that fear. And one other thing, last thing I want to talk about is quit being afraid of failure. Face that fear. That's the biggest fear that a lot of people, I'm not going to take on this class because I might fail it, because I know I'm not good in math, science, psychology, whatever it is. Quit being so fearful. You don't know. There's resources out there to help you get through those obstacles. Quit being afraid. Failure is a big part of every success. I'm not telling you to live your whole life as a failure, but take on actions, and if you fail, keep going. Einstein did it. We all heard 1,001 tries before he got it right. And, I failed so much in my life, and I'm still going on a lot of things. Nothing's perfect. A lot of things ain't perfect for me. I'm still working on it. Don't be afraid to fail. First of all, if you never tried, it's worse to it's worse to never try than to fail. I'd rather you fail 100 times than you sit there and waste your life never taking on something you desire to do. The last thing I want to close this off with is, can we lose our willpower? Yes, you can. So imagine this. Imagine you faced your fears, you ate better, you became healthy, your belief in God and yourself has increased, and all of a sudden you start being around toxic people. For some reason, you start bringing other toxic things and situations in your life, or you start dating someone that's toxic, or you picked up a habit that you shouldn't pick up, just which you didn't even know it. And that willpower will slowly start decreasing. And then everything you've started to build will slowly start to collapse, unless you get a grip and realize, okay, hold on, I worked too hard to get where I'm at now. I'm not going to let this situation bring me back down to where I started. I put too much work in. So pick and choose your environments, your people, the situations, and the things you do, because that could steal and rob your willpower. So I hope that this is something that you guys will benefit from. I'm going to keep doing this different subject every day, but focus, willpower, focus on that energy. We hear it every day, positive vibes, or whatever. Every generation calls it something. Focus on that. Focus on those positive vibes. Focus on the positive environment, people, and look forward to doing more in your life. Face those fears. Eat healthy. Exercise. Read and write. So I'm going to finish this with a prayer, and see you guys tomorrow. In the name of God, the most gracious, most merciful, Allah, I pray you strengthen our will to want more out of life, our will to never quit, our will to do right by others, our will to accomplish everything we set our mind to. Keep us protected and blessed by only you. Allow us to turn only to you in our needs. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم كل وليك حجة بن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وناصرا وقائدا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتع في طويلة برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم اغفر لي ولوالدي وارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. اجزهما في الإحسان إحسانا والسيئات عفوا وغفرانا واغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات يوم يقوم الحساب. اللهم لا تفرق بيننا وبين محمد وآل محمد طرفة عين أبدا ولا تخرجنا من الدنيا إلا رضيت عنا. وصلى اللهم على محمد وآل محمد وإلى أرواح المؤمنين والمؤمنات أحياء منهم والأموات. الفاتحة. تصبر الصلاة على محمد وآل محمد.